That's it. And beside that, we do have what we are calling PCIe Express. This PCIe Express use a serial bus that has higher throughput and many other improvements over the old expansion slot. You see, and the PCIe has the different architectures, right? We do have X1, X4, X8, and X16, right? And the difference is you can identify them by the length from the shortest to the longest, you see, respectively. So that this one is the longest and this is the 16 is one, right? This is normally because of can support the higher throughput. This one has been dedicated for the video, right? The graphic adapter. Understand? This motherboard does not have HDMI or VDI. If I want HDMI or HDMI output, I might buy that expansion comes with HDMI port, so that I'm gonna slot it in here, right? This is a VGA one, and is if this the integrated one is broken on the board, this one VGA board broken, faulty, it's not working, so I can upgrade my computer by using the PCIe is one. That is the role of PCIe expansion slot, right? And beside that, we do have connectors. Remember, the connectors we do have is here. I do have a SATA connectors. I don't know if you can see. I do have 4 of them. You see on the motherboard, this one is going to allow me to connect the SATA devices, you see, such as hard drive or the optical drives, you see. I do have a SATA cable. Yes, SATA cable is coming from my you see, SATA, you see, optical disc. Here this is a DVD reader. See, here it is. You see, it's a SATA as well that I'm gonna connect to the SATA connectors is here, right? I do have 4 of them. I've connected it here. I don't know if you can see. Here's SATA, right? And remember, I was explaining about the SATA power connectors. Here's SATA power connectors, and I'm gonna connect it here. I'm gonna connect it here. I do have here 4 SATA connectors, all right? Now you can connect it to any 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to allow you to connect 4 SATA devices, all right? As I was explaining. Now, in order for you to connect your power, it's very simple, right? We do have SATA power connectors is here, right? You're gonna just connect this here, simple. Yeah, you have just to adjust. And you connect it. I don't know if you can see, that is the power SATA. See, here it is, SATA power connectors, and this is the SATA data connectors. There we go, right? On the B side that we do have the IDE integrated drive electronic. Is all the standard interface for connection, the disk drive, you see. This is the IDE ribbon, right? Comes with 34 pins. 34 pins cable is for the floppy. You see, that is the connectors. You see here, I don't know if you can see it. 34 pin is for floppy. Yes. See, I don't know if you can see it. Here, connectors I'm talking about is 34, and we do have a 40. 40 here is for the hard drives or the optical. You see, the most of drives in the market is the oldest one to see drives with IDE architecture, right? But the most of them actually are using the SATA architecture. But as a part of explanation that I can explain to you, we do have the ribbon. You see, on the this one is labeled in green, showing that this is the first pin, and we do have a notch also. In order to connect, you identify the notches here, right? On the motherboard also, there is a notch here. I don't know if you can see. Here it is. Just identify the notch, and you connect your cable. Connect your cable. There we go. Oh, slowly. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. There we go. The cable is connected. This is the IDE cable. This is 40 pin for the hard drives and your opticals. You see your CD, your DVD, and the SATA. I mean the IDE cable can connect two drives. Okay, let me now explain about the some additional connectors USB and front panel. Right, we do have the USB connectors is here. Remember, I was explaining about it on the board component, right? On board connectors, you see the soldered is one. Those are the on board is one. You see the USB and the sound. Those are the on board, and they are soldered on the motherboard, right? And we do have the front is one. The front one, those are the attached is one. They are not soldered, right? We have to connect them from inside, right? This is the sound, the connector for sound, the microphone and the speakers, right? You see, it's written as a HD audio, and it's written audio here. Means that we're gonna connect this here, and we do have the USB. You see, we do have two in front USB, and we do have the rear USB. The on board is one, right? Those are USB. We're gonna connect them here. You do have a USB cable. You see, it's written USB. Yeah? I don't know if you can see. It's written USB, right? And we will connect them. We do have USB 1 and USB 2. I don't know if you can see. It's written USB 1 and USB 2. We're gonna connect them to one of USB. Yeah, there we go, right? That was about the USB, right? And we do have the front panel connectors. You see, front or the system panel connectors. The system is, as we do have the in front is here. I'm going to show you quickly. The computer case typically has a power button and a visible activity light. You see, we do have the visible activity light. You see, we do have a light is here. We do have the reset buttons. Those are all those light switches are attached to the motherboard. You see, we're gonna attach them to the front panel. Yeah, yes, front panel. You see, it's written is here front panel. I don't know if you can read, but it's written here front panel, right? And on the wires, yeah, here it is. You see, if explained, we do have, you see, on the wires is here. I don't know if you can see. We do have HDD LED. We do have reset SW. We do have power LED. We do have the SW connectors. Right? Power SW means the power switch that you have to connect it to. You have to identify where to retain power W, and you're gonna connect there. We do have power LED, and power LED, it's where we do have, remember, for the light activities is here. You see, to show that your board receive power. And we do have colors on these connectors. We do have blue and white. The blue is a positive, and then the white is negative. We do have a reset switch. SW is a reset switch. In case of your computer stop responding, right, and you wanted to reset it, to reboot it manually, just you can press on the reset and it's gonna restart. And we do have the HDD LED, right? The light emitting diode is when your hard drive is busy reading instruction or data information, so that the LED is going to be showing that your disk, your hard drive, or your floppy, or your DVD or optical device is busy reading. Those are the connectors. We have to connect them respectively. You see, you cannot see. I don't know if you can see, but I can see here. I do have HD LED. I can see RCT, RST, reset, PW power, and I can see PW LED. That is for the power LED, as I was explaining earlier. That is inside computer part of the connectors. Right. Let's now see the port. You do have the port. The most of case, the ports are the external one, you see, are outside the computer. You see, that is the outside of the external one, you see. So that the port is where, remember, we spoke about the input port and the output port, right? The input, those are the devices that's going to be giving instruction to computers, and the output output devices are getting the information from computer to outside, such as the speakers, such as the computers, right? Such as USB, the I/O. You see, devices. We do have this here. The sound. You see, sound. This blue is for output that to connect to your speakers, and we do have the mic. This is the mic one. And we have this pink is for the line. Lines means that if you want to get the sound from outside and then you want to connect it to send it inside computers, you're going to be using this. And beside that, we do have the network adapter. You see, port. This is using the RG45 connectors. If you want to connect your computer to your LAN, to the network, you're going to be using this port. We do have the USB. We do have this to connect the USB devices, right? There are 4 of them. That is the on board is one, right? We do have the VGA, right? Video graphic adapter. Remember, is the integrated is one. But if you wanted to upgrade, you're going to be using the PC one, the expansion is one, right? We do have the serial port. Yes, the serial port. Serial port is where you to connect various peripherals such as your printer, such as your scanner, and modem. Yes, you're going to be using this, you see. And some of the parallels one is the old one, but this is the what we found on this motherboard. And beside that, we do have a PS2. You see, those are PS2. Personal System 2 is a 6-pin DIN connectors. You see, there are 6-pin DIN connectors. You see, all of them physically looks the same, but they differ from colors. This is the green. The most of case, green is for your mouse, and the pink is for your keyboard, as you can see, for your keyboard, right? And the most of computers are gonna see the icons showing you. You see, all of them looks the same. By mistake, you can connect the keyboard connectors. The keyboard is here to this green one. It won't damage your PC, but the problem, that keyboard won't work. You can connect your mouse here. It won't damage your PC, but your mouse won't be recognized by your BIOS. Remember, we said that the BIOS is controlling all your the North Bridge controlling all your devices. That is about the port, right? What else? What explain to you? What else is here? That's it. That's it. Thank you so much, instructor. That I've completed according to the requirement. So I'm gonna be submitting to you as you advise. Thank you for the time given to me to attend this course, and I hope that this video is gonna find you well. And I'm gonna be giving also myself time to work on the part 1 and part 2. SBA. Thank you. Bye.